What's good? Here, come get it, Aja. Aja.
Where's the charger? That's pretty good.
Where's that battery at, Aja? Remember the battery? Did I bring it in
In
here?
the car? I have to go back out and look in the car. I didn't
It's
see
in
it.
here somewhere. Aja. Here you go, babe. Aja. Put this on put that on the back. Okay? All right. There. Okay, let's go. Let's get ready to rock and roll.
You like beans? You want some beans?
Y'all ready to rock and roll? Let's go.
You want some pudding?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, see if that pudding any good.
Here, I could you to put it out.
10,
No, see if that pudding good though.
Why would it not
I don't
be
know,
good?
I don't know.
8, 7, 6, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, start, 2, 1, boost ignition, and liftoff.
Welcome to the BDP album. I hope you have a good flight and enjoy that new vehicle we're giving you. We thank you very much, and we sure we will. My name is DJ Kenny Parker. I will be your musical selector for the night. We have KRS-One on the microphone. This is 20 years in the making. G. Simone on the low. Johnny Hustle. Predator Prime, what's good? Mondo. Yeah. Without further ado, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go, y'all.
Yo, Kenny Parker, what up? KRS in the building. Yo, these cats all talking about they run this and they run that. Motherfuckers don't run shit. KRS-One in this piece. Y'all wanna battle? Let's go. I tote guns, I make number runs. Don't forget it. I tote guns, I make number runs. Don't forget it. I tote guns, I make number runs. Let's take these cats back. I make number runs. I tote guns, what y'all make number runs. I tote guns, I make number runs. I tote guns, let's show these cats, Kenny. I tote guns, I make number runs. They some hoes, watch what they say. There's pictures of their asses with price tags on eBay. Deja vu, the Matrix must be having glitches. I could have sworn I just smashed you short bitches. You need to look up to me, cause right now all of y'all rhyming right where my dick is. You just lost and can't believe. This club is like Iraq, you the US, you need to leave. Battle Chris, please, I blaze 2 guns. Have your ass looking like Saddam's 2 sons. This that real shit, wow. You look like some kid that got gassed after watching 8 Mile. Now pull up your pride, Neo. How did I beat you? Did it have anything to do with the mic I speak through? No, but if you want to get far, don't think you a pussy. No, you are.
Let's
That's
go.
why I talk guns, I make number runs. That's right. I talk guns, I make number runs. Don't forget, I talk guns, I make number runs. New York, I talk guns, I make number runs. That's real. I talk guns, I make number runs. New York, I talk guns, I make number runs. I talk guns, I make number runs. In case you forgot, guns, I make number runs. Shoot out, shoot out. Everybody wind up. You don't. KRS will die your fuck. Poop out to your face and your guts. Wave the clock in your boy face like what? Y'all talk that junk, but you really all pump. I'll smash you and your man. Come on, double up. That's why I got the double pump. So I can fuck you up. You a fan of rap. I'm the man in rap. I'm looking for where hip hop's next land is at. You getting in my way? Where them cannons at? First thing you get hit with is a panic attack. Then you feel the steel up the gas of your back. Now you wondering why you even said all that. You could have left KRS one way in the back with his conscious raps and his old school tracks. But now I talk guns, I make number runs. I talk guns, I make number runs. I talk guns, I make number runs. That's right. I talk guns, I make number runs. What y'all forgot? I talk guns, I make number runs. What you forgot? I talk guns, I make number runs. Oh, I talk guns, I make number runs. I talk guns, I make number runs. See, I'm the same guy that spit out you must learn and spiritual minded, but y'all not concerned. You want to take shots at me and disrespect, trying to degrade my philosophies, but nope, y'all crazy. I'll watch your brains ooze out like crack jars of turkey gravy. God told me to slay thee, and I'ma get to it. No ifs, ands, buts, or maybes.
He told me to slay you. What's up? So listen, I'm gonna make this video quick, y'all. So come on, get in where you fit in. At least an hour, about an hour, I guess, because there was a couple of things I didn't cover early today. And shout out to my brother Ankh. You know, shout out to that brother. He came on the feed. I did feed him, and everybody was like, yo, I'm getting text messages and DM messages saying, oh, Sabir, you was getting him. You should have murdered it. No, let me explain this to you. I don't get into that, and I always got to give respect where respect is due. At when the brother came on the feed, brother Ankh, we were talking, and he wanted some clarity on things, but we was like, because I only try to do 2 hours of a show, 2 hours, but at the end, I start getting wore down after a while because it's doing too much talking. But I respect my brother for coming on the feed. I hopefully, brother Ankh, research everything I said, cross-reference everything I said, and again, man, it's so much misinformation floating around out here, bro. It really is, and I don't do Wikipedia at all. I don't look up Wikipedia for no information. Wikipedia, if anybody actually research Wikipedia, you can edit Wikipedia, what you want to put inside Wikipedia. So it's good to actually have books. And so you can cross-reference the books. So when he asked me for up-to-date stuff, I had up-to-date stuff. I have many up-to-date books. But sometimes people want older books to find out what was going on. So there's a multiple source. Yes, in the car, I believe. There's multiple sources of books that you should have to cross-reference all these things. Not, rather it's from our people, from European people. And the best ones to get is, honestly, to tell you the truth, get some of them Jones that's maybe in Spanish or in Portuguese. Seriously, because English is a bastardized language and it's something that's new. So it's better to get the languages in these other countries to study these things big and cross-reference stuff. Because a lot of your scholars are repeating stuff like he was talking about that was old. If he said, well, give me some up-to-date stuff. If we still running around talking about the ancient black gods of Egypt, that's old too. So I said, look up El Fasad. That's something that we don't talk about. El Fasad. That's one thing that the conscious people don't bring up, right? but they'll keep talking about the ancient black gods or the ancient Egyptians are black, and black is not an ancient word. It's a Middle English word. It's an Anglo-Saxon word. Anglo-Saxon. Black is. So he said it was a social construct. I said, well, look up. I want everybody to do me a favor and look up social construct. It was crazy because I was like, that's where we're going at with this. I could pull my daughter in this room and ask her what complexion she is. I did it many times. She would tell you her skin is brown. She's brown. Her skin is brown, and this is black. We got to stop. So we're doing it to ourselves. So hopefully my brother Ankh or his squad look up what I'm saying. That's it. You know, it's no love lost anyway. Like I said, I respect the brother, but do some research. I don't do this for y'all to like me, B. Do your research on everything. Cross-reference everything, and not on Wikipedia. It is not a good source at all, people. Wikipedia is not good at all. At all. All right. So I'm going to show y'all a couple of things that I didn't show early today. So if anybody wants to jump on the feed, the link is right there. Sabir Bay YouTube. Before 1492 is right there. And Sabir to get to. All those are YouTube links that you can come on the feed. No need to be texting at all. You can just jump on the feed and holler. Okay? And tell me what y'all thought about what I talked about earlier today. Tell me what y'all thoughts was earlier. Okay? So hurry up because I'm going to get off here. My daughter is here, so I'm going to be, dealing with her. Okay? So hit the link. Come on and talk to me. And this is what I brought up to my brother Ankh earlier today. I quoted this. Now I found it. This is an 8th grade American civics book. Facts, as you know, can always prove true. They can be counted, measured, and documented in some way. Opinions are what people believe or think because people often use facts to back up their opinions. It is important to learn how to separate the two. So when you hear most of these so-called black scholars speak, they're speaking on a belief system. And it was kind of funny because he really thought I was in, brother Ankh thought I was in a part of the Moorish Science Temple. Woo, he thought I was part of the Moorish Science Temple. No, I am not part of the Moorish Science Temple. No. Okay. So hit the link if you want to come and talk with me, man. Don't wait till I get off the feed. I told y'all to share the videos out, like it, share it. And let's chase the algorithms since y'all like to chase algorithms. Since y'all love chasing algorithms. Matter of fact, y'all should get my book right here. Y'all should cop my book right here. Hold on, let me put this up here. Y'all should get that one. The father of algorithm. So all of the conscious people are running around chasing this. This is what they're chasing. The algorithm. But never investigated who was the man that was the father of the algorithm. You should really get it. Okay? Y'all should really cop that. Okay? So I got a couple more things I want to share with y'all and my experience when I was in the Atlas Mountains. Also, if you want to get this book, please reach out to me. And what I just found out, it was National Women's Day. National Women's Day. So for my women, I'm going to give y'all women something, okay? So all of you on this feed, I want you to do me a favor and teach your daughters this to empower them. You ready? Let's teach your children this. And if my brother Ankh is on here, he can come on real quick. If he's watching again, shout out to my brother Ankh again. But I say come to this feed respectfully. So for National Women's Day, I want you to teach your children this. This is one of my books also. Please cop these books. I'm telling you, it's going to help you. It's 42 pages. And if you want to be lazy with it, you can go online and find it. You ain't going to find it like this because I was there. So the oldest university in the world is not Timbuktu. It is not Timbuktu. It's by a sister named Fatima Fera. This is the oldest university in the world by a Muslim sister. Fatima. She was born in Tunis where I went to in Al Qadawin, and she opened it up in Fez, Morocco. So if we're dealing with International Women's Day, let's bring this up to our women and empower them. Let's give another one. Well, she not us, brother. Yes, she's definitely us. She's definitely us. All right. Let's go a little further. If we're going to celebrate Women's Month, let's go to the woman, the first woman of fragrance. And I'm going to ask y'all, the conscious people, this. Have you ever heard of these people? Fatima Farah, or have you ever heard of her? This is my book also, if you want to cop this book. How many of your conscious people know about her? If we're going to celebrate National Women's Day, National Women's Day, let's bring these people up. Okay? Let's bring these people up. Stop letting these people scare you with fear, people. Please stop letting these people scare you with fear. So we're going to celebrate women. Let's celebrate it. Let's bring this to our people and take things back through your knowledge. Just as I was telling Brother Ankh earlier today, I said, Brother Ankh, the Pan-African colors is not red, black, and green. You could bring all your UNIA people over to the cipher. Bring all your pro-black people to the cipher. It's not. The Pan-African color is red, yellow, and gold. Red, yellow, and gold. What you're flying is the Marcus Garvey UNIA banner. Banner. It's not a flag. Okay, so that's for the record. So when you do your own research, and like I told Ankh, be honest with yourself. When you research it, just come back and say, yo, you were right, brother. So research her also. How many of y'all knew who she was? Come on, y'all, talk to me before I get off this feed. How many of y'all knew it was a sister? But you'll watch the video and try to research it. Purchase the book, y'all. Let me help you out. Email me, sabirbayradio@gmail.com. You can actually purchase this book. Okay? So, give me 1 second. Everybody got something to say when I get off the feeds. So, let me play this video for y'all real quick, okay? I'm going to show you about fear. I'm going to show you what fear is, okay? How you should face all your fear. If you have something to say, please click the link and come on and talk with me. You ain't got to type nothing. I don't call you tethers.
Experiment. Several snakes were placed in a small experiment. Several snakes were placed in a small room with babies. The terrified parents had to watch their kids from another room, unable to do anything. But surprisingly, the babies weren't afraid at all, and some even tried playing with the snakes. Scientists believe we're only born with two fears: heights and loud noises. Everything else is learned along the way. This experiment proves that fear is often an illusion. It holds you back, stops you from making decisions, and keeps you from taking the risks necessary for growth. Don't let a conditioned mindset control your life. Fear is nothing more than a story we tell ourselves. So challenge yourself and step into the unknown. In one experiment, several snakes were placed in a small room with babies. The terrified parents had to watch their kids from another room, unable to do anything. But surprisingly, the babies weren't afraid at all, and some even tried playing with the snakes. Scientists believe we're only born with two fears: heights and loud noises. Everything else is learned along the way. This experiment proves that fear is often an illusion. It holds you back, stops you from making decisions, and keeps you from taking the risks necessary for growth. Don't let a conditioned mindset control your life. Fear is nothing more than a story we tell ourselves. So challenge yourself and step into the unknown.
So if you knew about it, come on the feed and tell me about it. I'm talking to you, dead gang. If you knew about the first woman of fragrance, come on the feed and tell me about it. Because the one thing I will do with you, it's like we used to have a thing, test your chin. I'm gonna test your chin if you really think you knew about it. It's the same thing with the algorithm. You didn't know, but everybody chases the algorithm. But it was a Muslim. He's the father of algorithm. So hit the link. Stop talking about it. Be about it. That's all you got to do. If you didn't know, it's okay to say you didn't know. But you should purchase this book too. So when we talk about these things, right? When we talk about these things and chasing these things, let me explain some more stuff to y'all. Do you know that majority of the stuff that's in your house? Okay, so what I'm gonna do to you, since you want to just be in a chat, then chat, be quiet. Shh, be quiet. Okay, it's okay. Just be quiet. Because I know you want something for nothing. I got you. I know people like you. Okay, I know people like you. So majority of the thing that you're using, like bananas, is Arabic word. Pillow is Arabic. Bedroom is Arabic. Taifa or taifa or types or those words, they are Arabic terms. You heard the tariff, right? Y'all heard about the tariff? And what Canada was going on in Canada? Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm just staying in the chat. I ain't gonna say nothing, brother. But I seen it. I knew about it since 2008. So I'm gonna show y'all some stuff before we move forward, okay? I'm confused why is there so much. I don't have no hostility, baby. Trust me, I'm at peace. But when someone says something, I would think like my brother Ankh did. Shout out to my brother Ankh. He came on the feed. Negroes want to sit in the background. I don't have no hostility towards nobody. Believe me. Let me make this clear. Let me turn my camera on. Listen, family. I'm so at peace. Believe me, I'm at peace. Believe me, if you ain't never see me. You ain't seen me get hyped yet. Not at all. But when someone says something or they knew something, I'm like, come on, B. So this is Tarifa. This is where the term tariff come from. This is me getting ready to go to Morocco. That's in Tarifa. So I'm gonna show you some stuff to y'all, okay? This is Tarifa. I'm showing y'all something. This is all Tarifa. So I'm not just reading books and finding stuff on Wikipedia. Everybody can do this. Every last one of you. This is Tarifa. This is at the port. Get ready to get on my ferry to go into Morocco for the 100th time. And that's where the word tariff come from, Tarifa. Let me show you the Rock of Gibraltar when I can see the Rock of Gibraltar. Y'all ready? And it's called the Rock of Tariq. All this is you, B. That's the Rock of Gibraltar as I'm on the bus. You can see it. It's called the Rock of Tariq the Moor. And if you ever read J.A. Rogers' book, you would actually know it's in there too. That's the Rock of Gibraltar. That's me on the bus going around to get to the port to take my trip over to Morocco. This is the Rock of Gibraltar. And that's from a distance. Y'all see it? Okay. So let me take you real quick. Again, the father of algorithm. Let's have this conversation. Let's pull this up. Give me 1 second. This is what you would call, this is the Atlas Mountains. You got to hike up here, B. This is the Atlas Mountains. Now, in the wintertime, if you notice, you got houses up here too. I swear. This is in Morocco as I'm walking up in the Atlas Mountains. You see the people walking? You got to be very careful when you're going up here. Very, very careful because you may fall off a cliff walking up this mud. Let me show you some more. This is the Atlas Mountains also, once again. And the people that I was talking to as I'm journeying up this trip, up this hill, this is the Atlas Mountains. This water is the water that comes down from the Atlas Mountains down to the city. You can literally drink this water and has minerals in it. And people just sitting outside eating. But let me go a little further. Let's go up closer to the mountain. Matter of fact, this is this is me walking up there, and I took a break. I was walking up with this young brother with the wrong shoes on. Those are not the sneakers that you want to have on. Let me move this out the way. These are not the sneakers you want to have on walking up there, because you can slip and it's a wrap. That's the Atlas Mountains. So let me show you some more. Bear with me. This is just part of the, not even part of the journey. When you seeking the knowledge. This is the Atlas. That's the young brother that was walking with me right here. So this is what you will have to walk through. Well, brother, we don't need to go there because our people are not there, brother. Yeah. When you go up to that altitude, I think it's the second largest waterfall mountain, I think, in the world, I believe. This is the Atlas Mountains. So when you get to the top, which you're not necessarily not at the top, this is what you will find. Oh, brother, we're not in Morocco. That looks like a brother to me. There's quite a few of us up here. And this water, you can literally drink up there. Drink. Nobody's hating on nobody up here, B. Stop letting these people tell y'all lies, brother. They're telling you lies. They're not doing this. So when you get to the top, this is what you'll see. And you can go further up if you choose to. The Atlas Mountains. And in the wintertime, this is what you'll find. Give me 1 second. That's what you'll find in the wintertime. Okay. Morocco's 7th highest peak. There you go. The 7th highest peak of this. So imagine hiking up here. And I'm going to show y'all something. Remember the clothes I had on? I used to go up here all the time. Remember I had a black shirt on? I used to go up here all the time. That's the Atlas Mountains, and there's people living up there. This is not your little city in Marrakesh, people, where y'all get y'all 5-star, 10-star hotels. No, it's up in the mountains. And the history is so rich. And this is where you would talk about the Berbers, the Amazigh people is up there. That's what you'll find. So I don't make this stuff up. You have to go to these places to witness these things. And everybody keep asking, why don't these people want to have this conversation about it? Because they don't want you to know this. They want you to know about slavery. That's it. Slavery. That's the Atlas Mountains. Don't get mad at me. You should congratulate. Yo, brother, that's what's up. Now we need to find out more about this, homie. What's good? And this is one of the brothers I was talking to when I was in the Atlas Mountains. He asked me, was I a professor? And I said, no. And he was like, do you teach this in the States? I said, our people don't want to hear this. Talk about black people. And it's not beating our people up. He was sitting with me while my brother Muhammad was with me filming. And I said to him, black people in the United States don't want to hear this. He jumped up out his seat and said, are you serious? They don't want to hear what's going on, what you be talking about? I sat there with this dude for 2 hours. 2 hours. That's when he jumped up out his seat and said, you mean to tell me they don't want to hear about this? Are you serious? I don't take sides from nobody. I don't belong to nobody's clique or club. That's when he jumped up out of his seat. But once you start understanding and connect these dots, not from Wikipedia, believe me, people, believe me, you be so much at peace, babe. A university cannot teach this. And it's definitely not over here. I'm going to give you something else that's actually Muslim too. If anybody wants to challenge me on it, it's your time. I'm going to play something else for y'all. A couple of things before we go. Listen up and learn something. Listen up and learn.
I don't know.
Yeah? Why we call number 1?
Number one?
Yeah, why we call it 1?
I don't know.
Because the first one.
Now, it is the numbers were made when they were invented. They were the number of angle.
Yeah.
How many angle in 1?
One.
1.
Yeah.
Listen up. Even
This is
your
number
numbers is
2.
Arabic.
Yeah.
All
two
right
angle.
angles.
Number three.
3.
Three angle. Four angle. Yeah.
5.
Angle.
This is the way the numbers were invented. So they were
Square.
made
It's always
squares.
square.
Yes, yes.
Not the circle.
Learn.
7. 8.
You never get out of the 9.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah.
So the 0 actually, which was invented later, so actually it was different from all these shapes. It has no angle, and then this circle was brought from India as a shape, but it was introduced into mathematics as a number which refers to the empty value.
Yeah.
Because
No value.
1 is 1 value.
Yeah.
But how do we represent no value? So because at the time the word 0 was not yet invented. So how to represent no value is by the circle, which is actually
Don't have ankle.
it does not have angle. And that's why the name that was given to it is this. Okay?
Yeah.
So this is the name for 0, which is this.
Yeah.
Cipher.
Okay? So this is sefer, which means empty.
Empty.
Okay, so this word was taken by the Latins when they took Arabic numbers and then they changed it from sefer to sefero, and then to sefero, and then to zefero,
To 0. You see?
and then it was abbreviated into. Can you see how the word 0 came?
That's what I was telling my brother Ankh. You have to go study different languages to understand how this stuff got translated.
So it is the abbreviation of the 2 first letters and then the last ones to get the word 0 by the Latins. And then we say that the numbers are Arabic, and then we say algebra is Arabic, and then we say algorithm is Arabic, but we never actually say the person who invented the numbers or algebra. And then it is simple to know that the word algebra comes from this person, Ben Al-Jabir. Okay. Why we call number 1 1?
I don't know.
Yeah?
Everything you use in here, all you pro-black Pan-Africans, is Arabic, bruh. It's simple. It's Arabic. Y'all don't get it? But you want to fight with somebody. I'm Greek, brother. Stop it. Let's go. I got some more, y'all. Okay? This is why they wanted you to hate anything pertaining to Arabs. Because you don't understand the true history. Let me help y'all out with flying. I'm going to help y'all out with flying too, okay? I'm almost finished. How many of y'all ever heard of this man right here? Abbas ibn Fanas. Every time you get on the plane, look, and it will tell you over here. However, dream of the Boeing 747. But this is not a book that I did. This is actually in Barnes and Nobles. This is in Barnes and Nobles. Right? What's up? What's up, Stan? You want to join me? Hold up. He heard about everybody, huh? By the Learn More, Abbas ibn Farnas. Come on the feed, Stan. Let's go. You see how they had to keep you away from anything pertaining to Arabs or anything pertaining to the Moors, and keep giving y'all slave narratives, slave this, slave that, slave this, slave this. So that's Abbas ibn Firnas. You keep saying you learned about these people. Tell me about it, brother Dead Gang. Come on the feed for a minute. Tell me about him. Come on, baby. You keep saying you heard about all these beautiful things. Let me know. Let me know. And I paid $50 for this one page in this book. $50 for one page. But this is, I guess, look, I guess Dead Gang went over Spain too. Hold up, y'all. I guess he did this too, Stan. Hold up. Let's put this one up here. I guess he did this too. Did you go here too, bro? You see his name right there? Ibn Firnas. I guess you went there too, huh, brother? What up, Stan? I guess he's Stan. I guess he went over here too. He said everything I'll keep bringing up. He said he heard of, but I guess you went there too, where he first tried to fly it. So let me ask Dead Gang something else. What is, since you know, right? What else is named after Abbas ibn Firnas? Don't get mad at me, y'all. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm put it out there. What else is named after Abbas ibn Firnas? But this is the area where he jumped off the bridge at. That's in Cordoba, Spain. Let's blow this up one more time. You see that? Ibn Firnas. And he broke his legs.
Oh, yeah.
Try to do it.
Oh, he was a daredevil.
Listen, brother, every time you get on a plane, remember his name. Damn, that just rhymed like a mug, didn't it? Every time you get on an airplane, remember his name. Abbas ibn Firnas. This people is in Cordoba, Spain. Okay? Let's go back to the book for the latecomers. This is the book. I told you I paid $50 for this one page in this book. One page in this book, bro. So
$50. Yeah.
Hey, man.
Hey, the knowledge.
Hey, it is what it is. Hold up.
Makes one unfit to be a slave.
Let me show you something. Now you heard what he said, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You want to see what's ill?
That was $14.99. What's that? In Italy? Oh, wow.
You want to see what's name? Look at this. Check it out. Now look what he said. His glider was made out of silk wood. I said, what else did they name after him? That's all I said. What else did they name after him? You ready? Are y'all ready? Okay, let's just show this real quick. A Maybach. The Ghost. Rolls Royce named the car after. Ain't this a shut your mouth? Y'all don't get it yet? These people know what time it is, brother.
Oh, yeah. They definitely know.
So when I go to these places, what do you think I'm over there vacationing? But they use the term Arab so you can run from the Arabs. Don't try to copy this, brother, because you can't copy what I do. Give me 1 second. I don't know what's going on with my computer, brother. He'll try to copy it, but you can't copy this, brother. That's okay. You can't copy this, family. Not gonna work. So this is him. They named the car after him, a ghost. How many rappers you know that got a ghost knows this? And on top of that, there's a crater named after him also. Go Google it. It's a crater named after him. Okay. So if it's good information, brother, you support it. Support it, brother. There you go, right there. So I'm almost finished. So when you start putting this, actually, let me show you this. This is another one of my books, bro. I forgot to pull this book up too. I do these books to show y'all. This is my picture. This is my picture, and brother is stinking there, brother. This is where they make your leather bag. They make your leather bags at right there. This heart of Tamazi. It's called Imazine or Tamazi. This is one of my books too. This is where they make the book, the bags at, the leather Moroccan bags.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, this is where they make the bags at. If you want this book, you can also email me too at sabirbayradio@gmail.com. Okay. So when you go to these places, and it's again, I have more video, more photos when I was over there. Right? It's crazy, brother. Our history, let me tell you something, bro. Our history is richer than slavery. Trust me, it's richer than slavery, bro. And they keep selling us this slave narrative over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, so they can keep making money off the stuff that we invented.
And that's what they're doing. I'm almost finished. Okay. I want to share something else with you. It's a video. Bear with me. Okay.
Portugal, they controlled the Atlantic and the Mediterranean. And they built incredible ships. They built incredible ships. And why did they build such incredible ships? There were also ships of war. Vikings. The Vikings. So, and why did the Vikings even appear in history? Muslim Spain and Portugal. Because Muslim Spain and Portugal became so wealthy that they dried up the wealth of Northern Europe. And the Vikings, you probably have seen movies about Vikings. Those are usually exaggerated. But the Vikings come out. Where did the Vikings first go? Lisbon, Portugal. Great Muslim city. And they sack it because Lisbon had never been protected from the Atlantic because of the fact they didn't have any enemies on the Atlantic. And they sacked Lisbon, and they took out of it tons of goods and women and children as well. And then they come down to attack Seville. These are all Muslim cities, Muslim ports. And the caliph at that time, his name was Abdurrahman III. He said, he was building the Mosque of Cordoba. And he said, I won't put a brick on another brick until we get rid of these fire worshippers. He called them fire worshippers. He also called them Normans, Northmen. Norman, they called them Northmen. They called themselves Northmen as well. He said, I won't do, he said, stop the mosque. He said, we will fight these people. We will defeat these people. We'll teach them a lesson. You don't do this to our cities. You want to trade with us? That's one thing. But you want to do this? No, we will teach you a lesson. And the great Maliki scholar of Cordoba at that time is one of our famous teachers, Ibn al-Habib. He said, you are the Khalifa. You know, he didn't say you can chew gum and walk at the same time. They didn't chew gum then. But he said that, you know, you can still build the mosque and you can still take care of the Vikings. And they declared jihad. And in 100 days, the Vikings were finished. And they were punished. And many of the Vikings became Muslims. And they were settled in Spain in a city that I visited called Jerez de la Frontera. Jerez de la Frontera, which we called in Arabic Sheresh. The Muslims in Spain and Portugal, they controlled the Atlantic and the Mediterranean.
One time.
And they built incredible ships. They built incredible ships. And why did they build such incredible ships? There were also ships of war. Vikings.
This is the mosque
the
he's talking about. That's the mosque.
And why did the Vikings even appear in history? Muslim Spain and Portugal.
That's the mosque.
Because Muslim Spain and Portugal became so wealthy that they drowned the wealth of Northern Europe. And the Vikings, you probably have seen movies about Vikings. Those are usually exaggerated. But the Vikings come out. Where did the Vikings first go? Lisbon, Portugal. Great Muslim city. And they sack it because Lisbon had never been protected from the Atlantic because of the fact they didn't have any enemies on the Atlantic. And they sacked Lisbon and they took out of it tons of goods and women and children as well. And then they come down to attack Seville. These are all Muslim cities, Muslim ports. And the caliph at that time, his name was Abdurrahman III.
Yep.
He said he was building the Mosque of Cordoba.
That right there.
And he said, I won't put a brick on another brick until we get rid of these fire worshippers. He called them fire worshippers. He also called them Normans, Northmen, Nurman. They called them Northmen. They called themselves Northmen as well. He said, I won't do, he said, stop the mosque. He said, we will fight these people. We will defeat these people. We'll teach them a lesson. You don't do this to our cities. You want to trade with us? That's one thing. But you want to do this? No, we will teach you a lesson. And the great Maliki scholar of Cordoba at that time is one of our famous teachers, Ibn al-Habib. He said, you are the Khalifa. You know, he didn't say you can chew gum and walk at the same time. They didn't chew gum then. But he said that, you know, you can still build the mosque and you can still take care of the Vikings. And they declared jihad. And in 100 days, the Vikings were finished. And they were punished. And many of the Vikings became Muslims. And they were settled in Spain in a city that I visited called Jerez.
See, this is the thing that people don't understand about me. I just showed you the mosque, the mosquita.
Yeah.
He was talking. I just came back from Portugal again. And this is what people don't understand, brother. Like when I'm giving them, they'll get it later on when somebody else probably tell them. But this is me in Portugal. And now when you look this up, brother, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. This is called the 7 Castles in Portugal. Remember, he said it was a Muslim place. Portugal was. You see this? This is in Portugal. Look up the 7 castles. I guarantee you. When you Google the 7 castles, since I like to go Google stuff, you'll see exactly what it is. The 7 castles. I went to 4 of these castles. 4 of them. I went to the Moorish castle also. Many of the Moorish castles, and I was there. So when you see me pointing at the head of the Moor right there. So they're never going to teach you this in their school system, brother. Why would they do that? Nope. They can't tell you this, brother. It's too like doing right, brother. But when you go do your research and not take what Sabir Bey says and remove your feelings, right? This is on the inside of a museum that's there. Bear with me.
And I was telling you, my grandmother had like coins with the Moorish heads on them.
Yeah, this is in Portugal. Look.
Yep.
1147. The conquest of Lisbon from the Moors. What he just was talking about. This is not you can find online. This is inside the museum when I was there. So all they telling you about 1619, but they're not telling you before 1619, brother. They would never teach you this. Let's go to 1372, 1373. Let's give another one. One more time. Let's give them one more. They can never tell you about this, bruh. But somebody that go there you don't want to talk to. Look, 1147, the conquest of Lisbon from the Moors. Oh, wait a minute, that's not the one. Give me another one I got up here. Yeah, I pulled this one up here also. Give me 1 minute. I'm almost finished, y'all, so bear with me. 1373. All this is about the Moors, you see? The conquered from the Moors by Alfonso right here in 1147. They don't hide the history from you, bro. They teaching y'all about slavery, but you don't want truth because you're going to become responsible. So let me help y'all out with this a little bit. Like you said, it's the TV Arabs that they telling you about. This is what y'all learn, not the real Arabs, the TV Arabs. The Moors. The Moors in Moors, Spain. This is a Portugal. I got a whole bunch of books on Portugal. I could run all this down and show you, brother. It's not hidden from you. I'm black, brother. No, you're not black. They know what happened to you. So I have other books on Spain, the Spanish struggle. I got many books on Spain too. I just don't feel like pulling them all out because my daughter said I'm going to get off this feed.
Right.
You go to these places, you actually see what I see. And this is why we know nothing about the Moriscos, brother. These are little Moors, people. The little Moors. That's why you don't know nothing about that. So, shout out to my brother Jamal. He brought me my another copy of this. I had to get another copy done because I can email this to y'all. It's Africa versus America. Hold on one second. See, they don't want to get stuff like this, brother, because they're going to be held responsible. This is a book called Africa versus America. You can't get it online anymore. It's not available. And it's only in English and Spanish. I mean, Spanish and Arabic. Spanish and Arabic. So this is my beat up version. But I got to put this one in a book finder, like a book. So it won't up this, you know, I mean, like, because this is what it looks like when you just put a rubber band around it. But if you want a copy, I can email it to you. It's not free though. Not free at all. So let me show you. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull the price up for them, okay? I'm gonna just give you a heads up. This is not what I would charge y'all though. But let me show you. It's good to have it, man. Got footnotes.
Yeah,
it's $4.28. And this is for the Spanish version of the book.
Good God.
So if you want it, email me at sabirbayradio@gmail.com. I'm telling you, it's a lot of this stuff. So when you go to these places and search for these things and start putting this puzzle together, it makes so much sense. Oh man, it makes so much sense when you get it. But they selling you the 1619 project. And charging people $50,000 to come speak at a school. Pay me $50,000 to come speak. I'm fine. We can rock this joint. I'm almost finished, y'all. Now I was in the law library at Cal State Long Beach. I pulled this up and I showed Ankh this earlier today. Slave emancipation in Cuba. Now remember, look how dark they are. They're not black people, brother. They're Africans, yes.
That's interesting.
How many of y'all saw that book before? Raise your hand. Let me know. You saw this book?
Nah.
So,
that's very interesting, though.
Emancipate means set free, and proclamate means to proclaim. But let's go to Cuba for a second. Y'all ready? Hold up. When I was in Spain, he was telling about all the mosques that was in Cuba. What did it say, brother? Moorish Cuba refers to several things, including the Moorish rivalry. Look, architectural style present in Havana. What? Moros. There it is. So, the beans and rice, that's the Moors and the Christians.
Yeah. Yeah, Lee.
Makes sense, brother. There it is. Y'all still don't get it.
Man, this is a whole lot for God, this is a whole lot to good Lord. You have to keep going over and over and over this just to actually get this.
Look, refers to the black beings Moors. And listen, they can't tell black people this, brother. They can't tell you this.
Wow.
They can't tell you this, family. So when you see these things and understand the Moriscos, right? And again, I keep trying to tell y'all keep sleeping, right? I keep trying to tell y'all, get this book. Good luck trying to find it. Good luck. But if you want a copy, you can email me. Trust me. Let's set up a lecture with that at every university. Can we do that? Let's set up a lecture on that motherfucker. And then talk to me and pick my brain about what I found out when I was over there. Brother Philip, what's up? Brother Don, what's good? So when you start understanding these things, brother, it started making so much sense. I'm almost done. Here's another one. If you read this book right here, also, Negro and His Evil Meanings. And it talks about distinguish the name Negro as applied to slaves. Negroes applied to slaves, simply meaning blacks. For what? The same word. So when you call yourself black, you still call yourself a Negro. Bring you to the cipher. I'm going to prove another one. This is in a total different book. And this is not me going on Wikipedia. If you understand language, you understand what's happening. Once you understand language, you will get it. They know that you are more, but they can never tell you that. Not at all. And that's why we're catching the hell that we're catching. Give me 1 second. Let me find this. Is everybody all right?
Mm-hmm.
1 second. It's another one I'm going to pull up. Give me a minute. Come to my YouTube, y'all. Sabir Bay YouTube channel. Here's another one. Oh, nope. That's not it. Here you go. This is a total different book. You're supposed to cross-reference everything. Everything. Not to go on Wikipedia and see what the white man wants you to believe. Cross-reference multiple books. The word Negro was used for the first time. Look. In the world history to tie color to race and blackness to slavery. Somebody talk to me, brother. Two total different books. If you know how to read.
Even I know Wikipedia you can edit that.
Two total different books. So if you call me black, you calling me a nigga and you call me a slave. I sent
Same
you
thing.
If you sent me, I told you the price. If you email me, I gave you a price. I gave you the price, bro. Okay. My Zelle, PayPal, or Chime. You can get it. That's my Zelle, my PayPal, and Chime. You can just email me again, and I'll send it back over to you once again, all right? Not the book. It ain't free. Okay? So, this is in Seville. My Instagram grade cut off, y'all, so please come to YouTube. This is in Seville. This is in the real Alcazar. You see what book I'm holding in my hand? The Moors in Spain. And this is a hell of a place, brother. It was hot as hell that day, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. See, I ain't got no socks on. It was hot as hell that day. So this is what I do, people. I don't sell stories to you. I don't lie to you. I don't sell pipe dreams, bro. Let me put my thing up here again. My link. But I do gotta get off here because my daughter is here, and I gotta attend to her birthday. This is her birthday weekend. I appreciate y'all so much for saying happy birthday to her. But please share these videos out and let's get these conversations sparked, man. Seriously, email me if there's any lecture, any books. Please email me. All right, and keep emailing me till I get it because sometimes I gotta check my junk mail. But Stan, I want to thank you, y'all. Please share these videos out and never have hate in your heart. Let's deal with truth.
Facts. Appreciate you, man. Let's go.
Let's put my link up here one more time.
Gather around, everyone. We got a whole new generation to teach. Word up, word up, word up. Mad Lions all on the track, all on the boards right now. Where you gonna get it like this? Where you gonna get it like this? If you don't like different hook. If you don't like what you're cooking, you get a different cook. If you don't like what you're wearing, you get a different look. You wanna escape Armageddon? Read a different book. When knowledge is right there, we don't even look. December 2012 got this whole world shook. But look, the last days for others and the first days for us. The question to ask is, who can you trust? Respect to all that 2012 stuff. But when you really study the sphere, it don't apply to us. Yo, Hollywood lies to us all day. The question is, what does your culture say? Where's your culture at? Who's your prophet? What history guides your spiritual logic? It starts with a story, then it's hypnotic. Then any myth that comes along, you just adopt it. And why? Because your culture, you forgot it. December 2012, let's continue this topic. Turn the page. The present world age began 3,114 BC. According to the Mayan calendar, this age concludes December 21st, 2012 AD. This 5,125 year cycle of time is one world age. Nothing changes overnight. It's all a process, a transition. It happens over many days. In the Mayan calculation, a pin is 1 day. The Mayan all, that's 20 days. The tune is 360 days. The cartoon is 7,200 days. The pop tune is 144,000 days. And they applied that to the Milky Way. In the cycles, they saw the sun moving across the Milky Way's equator, lining up with other galactic neighbors. We've been shifting for 30 years, it seems, from 1980 to about 2016. The shift is now, it's occurring now. But if you're learning from the movies, you won't know how to survive or stay alive after the storm. Because after that, a new world order is born. Oh, you don't know, man, about their programs? You still watching Lindsay, you don't see that low hand? Let's go, man, the flood is coming. Don't be scared, get prepared, keep your motor running. Rock with me. Higher level.
Check it out, baby.
Higher level. Higher level. Higher level. Higher level. Higher level. Yep, it's all mass control. Here's the philosophy. Cortez knew about the Aztec prophecy. Before he invaded their society, he studied their cultural psychology. He knew they had armor, guns, and speed, so he arrived in the Aztec year of Juan Reed. That's the year Quetzalcoatl was prophesied to return from exile. In fact, Cortez played out the Aztec myth and took away those people's will to resist. Cortez played on religious beliefs and blinded the Aztecs because he was a thief. Look, the Yucatan, that's a Mayan book of cycles. It lets the Mayans know when the god's gonna strike you. In fact, every 13 cartoons you see, the Mayans are visited with a catastrophe. So every 256 or 7 years, the Mayan people live with this fear. So on the island of Payasaur, now Flores, the Spanish came on with this knowledge. They knew, according to the Mayan heavens, that the next cycle was 1697. So as the Mayans stood there fixed on the heavens, the Spanish showed up with all of their weapons. March 13th, 1697, the Mayan people learned a terrible lesson. Your fears and tears are used against you, because 80% of world control is mental. But back to the Mayans and getting some more.
y'all. Peace, brother Stan.
257 years after Tyre a U.S.
Peace, bro. Peace.
of those their democracy in 1954. That's exactly 257 years from when the Spaniards arrived at their shores. I'm getting to the core of the lesson. Let's see what happens in 2211. That's the next cycle. The people remember, like 2012, the 21st of December. The conscious